Merry Christmas, everyone. I want to say thank you for coming back and watching my flip through videos. So this flip through today is going to be from days 8 onwards. It's not completely finished and up to date, but I'll stop where I've finished more or less. So from the last flip through, I have printed my 6x8. So there's my son's at their Santa photo. Couldn't think of the words then, so sorry. I have my wreath on my Christmas wreath on my door. And my plan so far is to just have it loose and trim it round, make an oval. But I haven't got to that bit, so that's fine. I have the photo printed and it's just slotted in where I want it to go. So we got up to showed you day 7. Now day 8 I kind of explained, but I didn't have the photo printed. So here in Australia, we had a plebiscite which led to the Parliament changing our marriage law. So day 8 is that. That's how I've used this little half circle journaling card, I think they've more or less called it, in the kit, the main kit. I seem to be using it as a way to either journal straight on it or put my numbers on, so I've used washi tape and just done that. Here is a transparency. I'm not sure if you can see because of the picture there, so give me a sec. Hi buddy. So it's my son, he's just woken up. And so this one here is a transparency. It says, "It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves." William Shakespeare. So that is the quote. It's not Christmas related, but to me it feels really relevant that not just for me but for my children, we all have to make decisions and hold to them and strive for what we want to do in our lives and to make changes, positive changes in the world, things like this. So I think it relates to day 8 and it's something that speaks true to me, so I'll pop that in there. So this one was a Studio Calico purchase from ages ago. It's been in my stash and I've been waiting for something appropriate to put it in, so there it is. Day 9, this is a weekend day. I was working and my husband went with my sons to visit Nan, and Nanny loves to read with the boys. So he took a photo, remembered to take a photo for me, God love him. So Nanny is reading the books to the boys, and I've just journaled about that. Sorry, I am back. My little man was asking me for some help, so I helped him there. So we did day 9, day 10 is here, and this was the Sunday. And we just did our basic chores around the house, went and got some groceries in town, and we're at home. And it wasn't looking like it was any sort of special story, it was just the routine. But then Nan and Pop visited and they drove down on the bike. And it's usually something more summery for us because it can get quite cold. Pop and Nan don't necessarily go for many rides during winter. So it was awesome. They came and visited us. So I just put the Loving This chipboard from the kit up there and the journal card there, which I thought was awesome. Day 11, I've put the Love This Season of Joy there. And this is a Monday, so normally we'd just be at home not doing much, but I wanted to catch up with my mummy friends. We all have kids roughly the same age and all the boys and all the girls get along really well. But in the end it was only me and Becky that could catch up just for timing wise, and no dramas. We still went and we caught up, and the kids go down the slide and there's this massive puddle and the boys are playing in the water, and it was just a joy day. It was just really nice to be together, to spend some time together and to do something nice. So I've journaled about that. So my story, and I've used the story card here. I did change a lot of these page protectors too from what they were originally, and I've used a lot of my own handwriting for journaling this year. So then we've got the transparency through the back and 2 more photos of the boys, how they looked after jumping in puddles. And this card here was from a stash, like it was in my stash, but I think I bought it in a big collection of things last year. I put a piece of vellum in my printer, and at the minute my coloured printer has died, always the way. So it's not working, but my black and white one is, and I didn't know if this was going to work, so I tried it. I got some clip art from Pinterest and I just copied and pasted it into my Word document, printed it. And I put the vellum in where there's like an extra slot that you can put different paper in, and it printed and it has stuck. It has not come off. It looks great. So I've sort of added that in as a divider between that story because it goes from back to back rather than a full page. And I really like that there. Really nice and different, and it's cut slightly short of the 6x8, which I like too. I had a work Christmas party, day 12. My husband had his Christmas party in November because he works for the emergency services. So his Christmas party didn't make it into our December daily, but it'll make it into my project life. And this is a lovely Christmas tree on the main street of Bowral, where we went for dinner, which is where I work, in Bowral. So I took a photo of that because I had to walk past it to get to my car, and it was beautiful and all the lights were on at night, and yeah, it was great. We went to Thai for dinner, and our work gives us some cash for dinner or for each person to do something together as a group, which is lovely. So there's the 5 of us there for that. And then day 13. So I've left my big tag that I wanted to use in here, and I've just noticed I've got something on there. Oops. So this is the gold foil tag that I got because I ordered early enough in, but you could buy it later on. These are leftover big red numbers from last year's kit, or the year before. 2014 or 2015, I think. No, sorry, 2015, 2016, one of those. But yes, I've just stuck them on. I haven't got anything on there. I'm going to journal, but I want to type it out on my typewriter for this one. And I'm just going to stick it on the back. So this one has got a fa la 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 card, and we set up our Christmas tree this year really early, in the week before December started, so it was late November. And I'm sorry if you can hear that. My craft room is right next to where our water system goes through, so you can hear that. I'm sorry. And there's my son's helping me set up, and I put my camera to take this. I set it on our lounge arm, and then I just put the timer on, 10 seconds, went over to the tree and sort of just fiddled with it, and it was long enough that the boys got distracted, except for Reed. He didn't get distracted enough. So I did get myself in that one, which I was really happy about. Now there's no flip pockets, I just had to check that in there, but there is this one. So I trimmed down earlier in the album. This was 2 6x4s top and bottom, and I chopped it in half, and there was one there. So I kept the bottom piece, and then I've used my fuse tool to just fuse it along the line, the perforated line, and then it gets 2 more. So my cat Bella, she's only still a kitten, Bellatrix, sorry. So she is in the tree, we call her Bella for short, and there's my son Flynn helping me as well. We had heaps of photos of our tree going up. So it stayed like that for a day or two. Then we put our ornaments on, which is here. I've used the Twinkle 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 acetate piece there, and this is at night with the lights on. And then I've used another flip. So in one of my earlier albums, this photo here, I've got exactly the same with my son Flynn, my oldest. He's doing exactly the same when he was only a couple of months old, so I thought that was really cool. And there's him there. Same thing, I haven't yet journaled. I've fallen behind in a few days of journaling, but that's fine. I know the story, so as long as I get it done before the end of this year. The 14th, my son had a Christmas party for his preschool, and it was through Anglicare, which owns the preschool, and they invited everyone from any Anglicare service, which was amazing, and they hired out the pool because we're in summer here. We're in the southern hemisphere, and it was a really, really hot day. So I took a photo of the invite because it was an A4 size printout, and I've just put it on a little tag, piece of scrapbooking paper. And then I've used 2 photos. I printed these on my selfie. So if you put a 6x4 photo in your selfie but print it bordered, I chopped it that size and that's what you get. So it's slightly smaller than a 6x4. And then I've just put washi tape and a bit of ribbon on the sides, and then the numbers for 14. And then I've only taped 3 sides there so I could have a pocket in the middle. And there's the boys. So this card here is from the reject shop in a kit I bought earlier, but otherwise everything else is from the Ali Edwards kit. And Santa arrived in the back of a ute. I think people in America would, or the Northern Hemisphere, sometimes call them pickups. We call them utility vehicles. And so Santa came and everyone could go sit on his lap and tell him what they wanted, which I thought was gorgeous. And then, yeah, we had sausage sandwiches, holiday happiness in the pool. It was the best day to be in the pool. It was so hot. It was 35 degrees Celsius. I do not know what that is in Fahrenheit, sorry. But, yeah, it was quite warm. And this is how I wanted to use my diamond pieces. I really wanted to use them in the kit and I couldn't figure out how to use them. So I did this in a little piece on my 3x8. Now this is a 3x8 pocket. I printed the Project Life app and I got the 6x4 with the cut in half so you could put two 3x4 photos next to each other. Printed that out. Then I cut it in half and then I had to cut an inch off either side, but they were perfect in length to fit in this. So I just trimmed the side slightly and I've got two photos and all I've done is put some tape on the back to hold it, some washi tape. And then because I could put the sticker on the seam, you can't even tell that it wasn't just one big photo. My way of cheating so that I had this filled out rather than having to wait to print a big 6x8 and then chop it down. And then yes, that was my filler, sort of a filler card that I made. Now, I did show this in my foundations pages. This is my e.l.f. acetate for day 15. So I had this already done and I had it on this piece of cardstock on the back. And then I just used the December chipboard, the little Mary piece on top and 2 stars. So that's all my acetate is, plain on the back. I did add some washi down here. I really like it. I've seen this on so many people's videos and I'm loving it. This is something I've trying to add a little bit more of here and there is the washi tape. And this is my favourite. I got it for free with a planner that I bought 2 weeks ago probably. It's my from December this year to next year's December planner. And yeah, washi tape, love it. So then I put my 15 here and it's actually on top of the sleeve on that one. So that's day 15. Then, so to explain, day 15 story is going to be about all my movies I've watched. I need to print it. I used the Project Life app and it was a little bit of fiddling with this. So I used the 6x4 photo size to put 2x2 inch photos so you get 6. I saved those to my phone as just a 6x4 photo. You go back into the Project Life app and use the 6x8 template with 2 6x4s and there you go. So when I have it printed out, I'm going to have one 6x8 photo and it's going to have 3, 6, 9, 10. So it's going to have 12 photos of movie trailers. And this year I didn't want to put it in the 2x2 inch photo pocket sleeve, which I've done before, because I've done it like that for 2 years. I just want to change it. So that's going to be there. But I don't think there's enough. I filled that one already and I've got it in my phone saved. I have to print it. I think I'm going to have more movies. So I'm thinking I might make a flip pocket. So I might have it flip down. I might washi tape the top and then have it flipping halfway down. Stay tuned and I'll show you that later. Day 16, we went to my friend Beck, her son Declan. It was his first birthday. So that's it. His birthday isn't till the 21st, but his party was on the weekend, which was great. Another stinking hot day and we got to go to a pool party, which is awesome. So he had his naming day celebration in the morning and then straight after that everyone left and went to the pool. So I've got, these are old pieces of cardstock. I think these were bigger pieces from old kits but they were cut down. And then I've used the chipboard and the Joy. So a photo of me in my swimmers and a photo of, because I don't have many photos of myself, like selfies of me in this album, I wanted to take something of me rather than having the boys always in their swimmers in theirs. And then that's Beck, David, Declan. That's his cake and Beck makes it. Beck makes amazing cakes. Beck's dad is standing there ready to go as well. And then this side is empty. So I'm going to put more photos of swimming, I think. I'm trying to figure out which photos. We took quite a few. And I need to ask Beck if I could use some from the name day celebration as well. So I'll end on day 17. This is the cardboard pocket we got with the kit. I use the half circle journaling card, stapled it with my tiny attacher, and I've got All I Want for Christmas is in a clear sticker with the black font. I used the red love heart and stapled the letters on. I did see Ali do this and then she didn't use it in another one, how she did the cork numbers on top of the red heart, but that's fine. And this year I thought I'm going to use tags in this pocket. Last year my plan was to put my Christmas cards in it, didn't do it, so that's fine. But I've done, on the back, I've used my typewriter because I have an old vintage typewriter. I've put our name, age, currently into, now Reed's only 22 months, so he's just shy of 2 in February. So what he's saying and what he's watching. But then with Stu and I, which is my husband, we've done our gratitudes, our favourite Christmas traditions, what we're currently into, and our best memory from 2017. I will put something down here. I did rip the paper that I printed it on before, but that's fine. So I will embellish these a little bit more, but I'm in no rush to do it. So I did those last night. So I'm really happy with those 3. I have to do Flynn, but he was asleep. So I'm going to ask him this afternoon some questions similar to Reed's, but somewhere between ours and Reed's, because Flynn's 3, he can grasp most things now. And preschool also did the gratitudes list. He's on holidays from preschool at the minute, but at preschool they do a gratitudes list and ask them every Wednesday what they're thankful for, which I think is amazing. I've also got an Avery Index tab here, and I have yet to decide what sentiment I want to put on this side. But that'll be 17. So that's where I'm going to end it. That's where I'm up to with getting it all sorted. So I've powered through a few days since we last did a video and got to see each other. Well, you got to see me and I got to talk to you. I feel like we're interacting now. I'm really loving it. I always love December Daily. As much as I like to keep up every day, I usually end up doing things every 2 days. So I'll do 2 or 3 spreads of a night rather than just one as it gets closer. So today's date, today's Wednesday, so I think it's the 19th or 20th today. 20th today. So I'm only 3 days late for this. So tonight I might do a few, if not tomorrow, and I'll do a few and catch up. But yeah, I'm doing quite well. I think I've got most of the ones that are big saved on my phone. Really thank you for watching. I apologise if you can hear my son saying mummy and talking to me secretly in my craft room. Thank you for watching. Thank you for